Hi there, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps. Today we're going to be using our papers again, our Dream-Scape papers, new off the press. So we're going to do a bit of embossing today using Indra, our lovely Indian moth. So I'm going to be using some wow powders and of course the VersaFine Clair Nocturne, because you can emboss with these. So inking up, make sure it's a big stamp, so make sure that it's completely covered. Don't want to miss any of that lovely detail on the moth, so make sure he's completely covered. Okay, so I'm going to place that down. I'm going to do him at a slight angle. Give that a good press. Okay, and now I'm going to sprinkle, this is Black Twinkle, over the top. So simply tap that off, and then all we're going to do is heat that up. Just going to pop this back in the pot before I spill it. And put the lid on safely. Okay, so I'm going to heat that up now. And just watch how that changes. There it goes, starting to go now. Make sure that we've covered that completely, otherwise the embossing powders will just brush off. So make sure it gets a good heat over all of it. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stamp around the edge of the card now, and then I'm going to emboss with white. So this time I'm going to be inking up in the Versamark, and then simply just bob a few words round the edge. There we go, that's enough. And then we're moving on to the white, which is opaque bright white. And again, we're just going to sprinkle that over the top. I think I've covered all that. Tap that off, and again, I'm just going to pop that back in the container before spilling it, and then go back to our heat gun and then heat up these areas. It's just starting to go again. You can see it change. Just suddenly kind of jumps out. I love the white embossing powders on these backgrounds. They just really stand out beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edge of the card now using Twilight. Just to give it a little bit of depth. But you can see how quick again and how easy this is, because your papers have already got a background for you to start creating over the top. Okay, so taking this is my white pen now, I'm just going to add a little bit of white in some of the areas on our moth. Just makes it stand out that much more. Of course you don't have to do this, but I find it always very therapeutic colouring in. But just remember to breathe as you're doing it. I always end up holding my breath. Okay, right. It's great actually having some of these lines on the moth already. You just simply follow those. There we go. All I've done is just gone over some of the lines there with the white, and you see how that 3Ds it. But again, another really quick and easy card all ready to go. So I've got a couple of offcuts here from the card that I've just made, which is that one. So I'm going to pick one of these and then create just a little scene. So this time I'm going to use one of our snail stamps. This is one of our new stamps. So ink him up. This is a very, very detailed stamp, so just make sure that you've got all that area covered. And then we'll just place him down like so. Give that a good press. And there he is. Okay, so we've got some lovely little flowers here. This is amongst our new launch as well. So this time I'm going to ink up in the Warm Breeze. And just pop a few of those around. Change our colour. Let's use the purple. This is Monarch. Okay, so inking up, I'm going to pop that down, and then this is our third one. They come in a set of 3, which is quite nice. Okay, so we've got a snail amongst our lovely flowers. So what we're going to do now is just ground him. So let's tear that, line that up with the base of the snail, and then taking our twilight, let's take that over the edge. Got a floating flower there, so let's just correct that. I'm just going to take that over the top again and fill that in, and you won't notice that then. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to use some words, and we're going to go back to Monarch, stamp off, and then just pop that over the edge. Like so. And then we're going to go around the edge again, just adding a little bit of that same colour. And that way it'll all come together. Okay, so I'm going to take the jelly roll. This is the clear sparkly one, and I'm just going to run that over the top of the snail, give him a little bit of a sparkle. You probably can't see this under the camera, but it looks great. Just brings him to life actually. And then just using my white pen now, just to highlight a few areas on the snail, on the shell. Actually, do you know what would be nice? The glossy accents over the top. That would make our shell look really three-dimensional. So you could always give that a try. Anybody who wants to have a go. There we go. That just highlights his shell a little bit. And there we have another really quick, easy, tiny little card. That's fab. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Speak to you tomorrow.